Food for Golf is a show dedicated to exploring the stories and characters that are contributing to the greater golf community.
There we go.
All right, we're before Big D.
Yeah, we got Marko here. Beautiful day.
Very. Thank you for coming out, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for obliging me, guys.
Oh, man. My pleasure.
There we go.
It's an honor.
Yeah. Well, golf out here is I like coming out this way. Like I said, I played Tarandawa a couple times. So
Yeah.
coming out this way,
Yeah.
it's a good course.
It is a good course. I don't think we played it before though, but yeah, my buddy did.
Bring your A game.
Yeah.
I find that I play links courses better than I do these parkland courses.
Look at this. Boy.
Holy fuck!
Oh.
What?
What?
Did you hit 7?
6.
You hit a 6? Okay, perfect.
You should. What?
Good.
That bounced right in front of the
Good.
green.
You hit a 6?
Yeah. I'm
You hit
like,
a 7? No, I
I'm
hit a
smart.
6.
let me get that to you anyways.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Thank you. Perfect.
Brutal, huh? That's such a nice fade
That was
and
nice.
everything.
Good job. Good job. That was nice.
That looks good.
All right. Oh, that's so
That-
far.
Turned good. That was
Oh,
good.
that's so far.
Oh. That was such a good swing, man.
Oh, I know.
It started
so
off on the
far.
right line.
Oh, it did. It
It
did.
was
It just like, oh.
like a life itself.
So far.
Did you come across it?
Oh, that's a 7. Okay, so we're probably thinking 6 then. So 8 was probably the.
It was, right?
8 was the club.
Honestly, Too wrong. the other 8 I hit last
Oh
time, I think
my
it was
God.
7, man,
Oh.
for you. Like literally.
Like my caddying skills, it's not just an exact science of my caddying skills for myself. So.
Yeah, I know. For everyone else, you're good.
Yeah. But for myself, no. Bad advice. Loser. Yes! Yes!
6.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Yes. No.
No! All right, guys, welcome back. This is episode 5 of the Food for Golf podcast. I know it's been a long time. My name is Donovan Service at Golf Event or Golf 24/7. Obviously, for some of you guys have been following me, I've been co-hosting the Slinging It podcast with Josh and Courtney Rutherford. That's not going to change. I'll still be doing that. However, the Food for Golf podcast was always supposed to be about a sit-down, long-form interview format. So I'm bringing these back. This is only episode 5. We're going to get back to that in a little bit here. But all right, today on the show are Marko and Niko Martinovic.
Yes,
Martinovic, right? Better known as the EvenOut Twins.
that sounds better.
The EvenOut Twins. These guys have been they're practical jokers. If you guys have watched these guys, their pranks and so forth. Today, we got an opportunity to play a little golf together. We hadn't played golf for a little over a year now.
Yeah,
last
I would
time
say
in
so.
May
Yeah. A year and a half,
2022.
yeah.
But
Crazy.
yeah, I'm out here in London, Ontario, like London, but looks like London, England, but
London,
not
Ontario.
not London, Ontario, right?
Yeah.
But we had a fun time on the course. How did it go?
I wouldn't say it went well, but it was fun.
I did my best.
We played all right.
Actually, you know what? Marko's a stick when it comes to short game. He hit it off right away. His first drive went a little left. Then after he got a little bit, went right. Then he went
Exactly,
left
yeah.
off the green.
Yeah.
He thought he lost his ball, but I found it. Then this guy took, what was that, the 54?
Yeah, a 54, yeah.
54
Yeah.
wedge and stuck it to around like 2 feet. And it just started his day off. It was just momentum, positive momentum, right?
That's right. Don't
But
ask me how I did it. Bad felt.
He was good at short.
I should have had it filmed.
Yeah,
I forgot.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
We had a couple good
Too
shots.
much fun going on.
But he's good at short game. I was good at my long game. So if we put us
Yes.
together,
Yes.
we'll be in
Yeah.
the trifecta.
The trifecta is the dynamic duo,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay. All right. So these guys, for one, okay, did you guys grow up here? What's the deal? You guys are from London, Ontario, or did you guys?
We are from Erin, Ontario.
Aaron, Ontario.
Yeah.
Small town.
So it's like-
town.
Where is that?
It's
That's like,
like
north of Georgetown, Ontario.
correct.
Okay.
So it's like we were born and raised in Brampton, then moved to Ayr, Ontario for
Okay.
like 15 years of our life.
Okay. So when did you guys? So you guys were born and raised in Brampton. So you guys were born in Brampton,
Yep.
right? So what, 1990?
89.
89. Okay, yeah, you guys.
Yeah, but don't
They're
tell
9
me.
years younger than me, right?
Yeah, we
And
still
I'm
try
an
to be.
80.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys started off in Brampton.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brampton. So you guys now your family lives in Erin.
Strathroy. So it's just the town next
We'll
to
just say
London.
London, Ontario. We moved from Erin to London, Ontario.
Okay, how old were you guys when you moved from Brampton to here?
So from Erin here, I think we're 25, 26.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, we've been living in London, Ontario.
Correct.
So for
Okay.
the last, I guess, 5 years, man.
Okay, so all right,
Wow.
going from like random
Yeah.
Canadian kids to like internet stardom.
Yeah.
How did that start? Like, where did you guys begin your journey?
Well, it started as kids, man.
Yeah.
Being
Yes.
twins.
Okay, correct. Okay.
Just being twins alone, like, you're already in the game to screw around with people, you know what I mean? So we'd be getting in trouble fucking around with people, fucking around with our family, friends.
Teachers. It started off with
Teachers.
take
Okay.
each other's exams. That's how it literally started off.
Okay, so how old were you guys when you started? When you said exams in school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like in high school.
17, 18. Man.
Like even earlier. 16 was like the first few
Okay.
videos.
Okay, in high school you can do that
High
kind of
school,
stuff. You kind of
yeah.
start to form who you are as a
Exactly.
person. So in elementary school you guys didn't do those.
No,
No, we weren't
But
that
now you
clever,
guys
no.
started switching places in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
high school started out, and then college was like progressively where we like did it purposely.
Okay.
He studied for one exam for both of us.
Okay.
And I studied for the other
And you
science.
just take my exam.
Yeah,
take his
twice,
exam.
just back to back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nobody loses.
so no disclaimers. Like whatever's been written's been written. whatever's been earned has been earned.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Probably health science.
Yeah. You take that back, It's not even hanging up. Anymore.
So you guys used to take each other's tests?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it makes sense because if anyone who's attended college or university, especially large, where'd you guys attend?
It was first Niagara Falls,
Yeah.
Niagara on the Lake, and then we went to York University.
York. Okay, all right. So I went to York for a brief period there back in 2007, 2008.
Mhm.
Most large universities in Canada or even the United States, a lot of like first year programs,
Yeah.
classes, like the people take tests all in one place from multiple different classes from like different subject matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So you can just have to just show your ID. then
Yeah,
you
exactly.
get
Put
in.
your ID in the computer
Yeah.
at the time, and the
Did you know
teachers.
that?
Yeah, teachers
Yeah.
don't even know like who's who. Like they
Yeah.
don't even know the faces of the students.
Yeah.
So
You at least you showed up.
yeah,
So
you're
you
paid.
or you didn't show
yeah,
up.
Yeah, you get a credit to show up.
Showing up.
So yeah,
Okay.
that was it.
All right. So if you guys did that practical joke, all right, who out of the two twins, who's the smartest?
I think
Like
he is.
book smart, maybe. I'm not saying I'm smart, but I am
Okay.
a little smarter than
Our
him.
brains are split in half, so we get half-half.
Okay. Speaking of that split, then, okay, are you guys both right-handed? Left? Is anyone left-handed?
It's funny you ask. I grew up left-handed.
Okay.
And then my grandma, because she's old school,
Yes.
she like beat me up. So
Beat
the
you up.
left hand is a sign of the devil. Or
Yeah,
something
correct.
Like that.
Okay,
So
yeah.
she's like forces to be right-handed. So I did grow up left-handed, but then she forced me to be right-handed.
Okay, so now you're ambidextrous then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He is. I'm not.
Okay. Okay, and you've always been right-handed.
Right-handed,
You were the
yeah.
left because
Yeah.
that's what happens sometimes with twins.
Yeah.
I grew up with two twin brothers, the Symes brothers, and they like
Had that.
interesting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have, but I knew that there were certain elements that are twins, like left and right.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Usually, for the most part, that's the case. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird
Okay.
being a twin.
But yeah, you were because being like obviously when you're a millennial generation started when I had a friend of mine, my friend Tyler Wilson. He was actually naturally left-handed,
Yeah.
but actually he they beat him at school. They forced him to be right-handed
Yeah. Yep.
because it wasn't
Really?
right.
In Canada?
Yeah, in Canada, that
No,
was,
oh,
that was
no way.
Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes
but it was also early age. Like, so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were like 9 years.
Back
so what
in
it
the
is.
day,
So
yeah.
yeah, what's going on? Is your phone trying to talk to? Oh, this guy.
It's all live.
You'll be speaking in fucking Mandarin.
Well,
I think so. I haven't set up Mandarin.
Okay.
Yeah, we're live here, guys.
okay, great. So tell us where we are actually. We're right
in,
now.
The garden, the food garden, London, and where? Let me just check this out.
So we
Right.
started off by going to the factory, the Kellogg's factory in London, and they kicked us out because they said we can't film, even though if we're paying for a bay and
Yes.
expensive drinks.
Yeah, first Food for Golf
Brutal.
podcast I had at we were in a simulator with Nino. It was nice at Pace of Play in Toronto or Mississauga, and we had a nice little backdrop with lighting and golf, but had that kind of same plan.
Yep.
However, we got
Kicked out.
stymied because apparently you can't film in the place. But
With your
I was going to
phone.
film and just rent the bay, not even golf, just to rent the bay,
Yeah.
pay the money,
That's
but
it.
you couldn't film.
Yeah.
And spent $50 on 2 drinks, and they kicked us out. So we're at a food marketplace live with these gentlemen learning how to speak Mandarin. But that's all. gotta learn sometimes.
Just live on the road, you know.
Okay. All right. So I know, but you guys, okay. What are you guys kind of currently going on? You guys started the process of now moving down or relocating down to the States.
Yeah, it's become
All right.
an issue in Canada monetizing off our platform. So we've reached that point where a certain amount of subscribers where now businesses are more inclined if you live in that area, say the States, perhaps Canada. They won't work with us in the state Canada. So we moved to the States and then they have us on their address and they're like, you know,
So
the
basically
rouster.
learning how to build our business from Canada to the States to be more recognized and that to actually start getting paid for our content opposed to
As opposed to, because like a lot of times I think a lot of people don't realize how these platforms now work. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or we're part of an ecosystem, but we're part of an American ecosystem, and that American ecosystem is a money machine.
Yeah, very much.
Right, and so if you've reached a certain amount of followership or subscribers, they've now elevated you to a place that you're creating original content for these platforms. Now, if instead of them producing their own, because it would cost, like say they're the Netflix. So like Netflix initially, when they first came in the market, they were the only pathway to distribute movies digitally.
So true.
As opposed to like Blockbuster was physical, right? But then after that moved digitally. So when Netflix and all those studios started to catch up because they were ahead of the game in technology, Netflix had to, in order to regenerate revenue for their subscriptionship, they had to start producing content. So think about Instagram and YouTube. They currently don't now produce their own content.
That's exactly it.
Right.
You're
and
absolutely
so being the creator for them to, let's just say basically we're creating videos for YouTube and YouTube's in the States and we're not paid for anything basically because we're Canadian citizens.
So that's called the creator fund. TikTok runs on a creator fund. Facebook, so Meta, and Meta pays off Canadian citizen content creators, but not through Instagram, just for Facebook.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
So Instagram is not getting paid, and now TikTok has not reached Canada. It's supposed to be in 2023, in early 2023, a year ago, but has not been done. And I believe partially because that is C11 and C18 bills passed recently, and that protects creators from Canada to reach your audience across the world. Vice versa with news networks as well.
So we're getting paid $0 from TikTok, and we're estimating over 1 billion views on TikTok. We got paid $0 because we're Canadian. So in order to receive that money, you have to
claim that
a business in the States or someone forming a business in the States to collect
an address. You need
an address and all that kind
PO
of
box
stuff.
and a number.
That makes sense, and it's crazy that because people don't kind of realize that all of these platforms we've used for so many years, and people have been entertained, and the reason why you might say like the Paul brothers, right, and how they grew up and how they grew so large within like YouTube, right, and how
Vine
it is, and they've created this conglomerate where they're into Prime, they're obviously like Jake, like boxing, whatever it is, and now but they used and generated that. They used their brand, and they generated revenue through that.
Essentially, they create a personality, and these platforms are just like a stepping stone into that. So
into that, correct.
That's way how to reach all these audiences was just like YouTube. Even Vine, when we met them before, they were Vine stars. And that's when we started YouTube at the time, was like 2014. And I do remember meeting them. They're pretty big back then, but they focus on their personality, solely on the personality through vlogs. And I guess they built a really good relationship with the audience.
They knew how to market themselves, right?
Through, what type of, not fear, but what kind of prank? Shock factor.
Shock value.
Shock value. That's
Shock value. So they used, we were talking about this earlier today about like stupidity, right?
It's rewarded.
Rewarded. Stupidity is kind of rewarded on these platforms, or certain platforms, just doing things that people think are ridiculous. So one, they're very polarizing, right? What are the things I would sell on currently? So politics.
Politics. Religion.
And
sex.
Stupidity.
Stupidity's a big one. Who's the biggest idiot?
Gossip.
Gossip. That all falls under little parts of each
elements, right? Look, the National Enquirer, even like TMZ and how they've grown as
whole business around someone else's business.
Literally it is, and
that's great. Whole business around someone else's business, right?
But it's all like you're rewarded with shock value. So the bigger of an idiot you are as an online presence, the more clicks, the more reshares you get, the more comments, entitles to that.
Because the thing is, the whole shock value, because it goes two ways. People think about it positively, they think about it negatively, and that creates discussion.
Yes.
It creates argument.
Yes,
And
arguments huge.
well,
Yeah,
equivalent
correct.
your content to be spread out more.
Because it's polarizing,
Yeah.
right?
And
And if you're polarizing, hence, if we talk about polarization, if you talk about even the American perspective, like Donald Trump is a polarizing figure, right? And how he rose to stardom was due to, like, he made himself available to media outlets, because then it would give him free advertising, but he was available because he was such a polarizing figure, and their thought was more about getting eyes to their programming.
Exactly.
And they didn't know what they were creating.
Exactly.
And it's be the
Like a monster
Yeah.
they created,
But
but
that's
because
what
they were.
want. That's what the states kind of indulges on.
Correct.
It kind of builds you up, and then once you get there, it's like, how do we
They tear you down, right?
for
And
real.
then they want to rebuild. That's how it works,
and
right?
Everyone always asks for sympathy, and everyone's apologetic. Oh, give them another try.
Yeah.
But people like us, like, we don't even get into that much trouble, so we don't get that respect. But that's
Here we go.
So we got the wake up clothing line.
Okay, perfect.
So our saying is wake up. So we
Okay.
go around making people wake up, and so 10% was mental health, and we're trying to wake up Canada. Canada's getting crazy, you know what I'm saying? So Canada, wake the fuck up.
Wake the fuck up. All right. So hopefully I didn't capture some of this stuff.
We'll start again with that. Yeah, I guess
Hopefully
we'll go
again.
back,
Anyway,
backtrack.
but yeah. So you guys started this clothing line, where it's a joint venture with
519.
509.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's 10% that goes towards mental health.
Okay.
And London, so it helps the science center around here, which is a good cause because wake up does go with so many meanings. You can go politically, you can go with like wake up if you have mental health issues. Talk to somebody you want to talk to. So it's a good message behind it.
Wake up is the best thing, man, because everyone kind of has to wake up.
Yeah, he said it.
Get with it, man. Wake up.
Okay, there's certain elements, when we talk about politically, there's certain things that are happening with our country currently right now. We talk about elements of how content creation and creativity has changed the whole marketplace. So the wake up thing. First off, even having it, like, why mental health? First off,
we do face mental health too, especially deep anxiety and I would say depression, but high anxiety is because in the industry we're in, it's very competitive. So it's like it's like a drug. So like if you need to reach 1 million views, how do you chase that high again? How do you get those 1 million views? You know what I mean?
How do you keep consistent?
And most importantly, how to keep it consistent on a weekly basis, because their income depends on it. Because there's months that we go dry, and there's 1 month that's successful. You want to recreate that month. But then it's like chasing the dragon. It's like,
or you see other content creators succeeding more than you.
What's happening with us?
To
value towards
but we're providing more, and they're getting more paid.
Recognition.
And that's what it comes.
And that brings back to stupidity is rewarded.
Yeah.
So,
and being Canadian as well.
And we talked about that on the course, about how, like, generating revenue, and the reason why the revenue you guys generate, it's not the place where it needs to be, is because you're stifled by the current ecosystem.
Yes. Yeah.
Very much. It's affecting up and coming creators too. Like, people, why? It's because you're not getting paid for TikTok or certain things, and so like that helps you. That stops you from growing to get to the next level,
of course. Yeah.
Okay, so can we say, in regards to what happens right now in the States, what they're being paid and what Canadians are being paid? Talk about that.
It's crazy.
It's so like the platform here, the Creator Fund. I think, did we go over that earlier? But like TikTok, the Creator Fund, there's non-existent in Canada, but in America.
So the Creator Fund, what is that? Is that money that these Meta and TikTok and Google have to put into like a fund? Is it a joint fund for them, or is it just individual
it's
ones
individual
themselves?
to the person.
Each platform.
Okay, each
so
platform
Google,
is individual, and they've chosen to create that for their platform.
Yes, like I'm not sure when it comes to TikTok because we never got paid, but like I can tell you through Meta and Google AdSense. That's what's called Google AdSense. That pays
AdSense,
So AdSense pays us for YouTube. Yeah. And the Creator Fund is supposed to come to Canada from the States in 2023, the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Nothing happened, and now it's not going to happen because the C11 and 18 bill has been passed.
Yeah.
Again, thanks to our boy Trudeau.
Yeah, because the news, that was the bill for news, right?
Yeah.
So then after, because they want to be paid for distribution.
Yeah.
And then after, one is like, is it C18? Is because to highlight more Canadian creators.
Yeah, so controls. So what happens in Canada stays in Canada. The news is owned by, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
The news from America or Europe or anywhere can't come to Canada.
Well, it does filter into Canada anyway.
Yeah, you can't see
it. Always has. It always has.
It always has, but this is to a magnified extent now. Yeah, so it's brutal. Where
I think a lot of us or people are on this. We're in these spaces are trying to start to see.
Yeah,
it's kind of changed.
It's time to wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have a limited run.
Yeah, this is just a
currently?
limited drop. It's just for the I'm not sure, like 50 to 100 pairs.
Yeah, for everything we're doing.
For each one. So we got what?
Yeah,
we got the
we
shirt.
quite a
What
bit,
else?
yeah, exactly.
Quite a bit, yeah.
What else?
We got some hats.
Yes.
We got some sweaters. We got some EvenOut clothing.
Track pants,
trackies,
shirts.
some beanies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anything you need, EvenOut and Wake Up.
Wake up. Okay.
So we're trying to make a community. For people to
Okay.
wake up.
So all right. So we got track beanies, like toques we call them here in Canada,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's I like that idea. Like, so how long is this thing gonna go on with them? This collaboration.
Until we move to the States.
Yes,
Okay.
I feel like once we move to the States, we have a position where we control our own manufacturing, our own.
Okay.
Then that's we can apply our own our own
We'll
style.
spend more time.
All right. When are you guys planning on relocating? I know we talked about it on the course.
Mhm.
You guys already had paid the amount of money. How much? Tell people how much it costs.
It costs us like Canadian, I think, up to 10,000 for a citizenship
For an entertainment
working
visa?
A working visa.
Yeah,
Working visa. Yeah. So
Like
like,
work
classy.
as entertainers
Yeah.
as in the States.
and that's 2 to 5 years.
yeah, and that would be the same visa that someone is like if they're an actor.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like a theatrical actor or stage actor, those are the things I would. Even if you're an athlete.
Yeah.
So like Canadian athlete or international athletes, so anyone, especially say hockey players, right?
Yeah.
That's the visa that they have.
And there's
going
like
down to the
E1,
States.
there's E2, so I don't know really how deep it goes into,
Yeah,
but
correct.
So a baseball player from Puerto Rico just got that visa to play in the States.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
This is a baseball player.
Yeah.
He got accepted. Stayed for 5 years.
for them it's overnight. If you did it, like I know when we try to get the TV show on MTV with the old channel,
Mhm.
and we're like debating about like the visas and all that, it's like that can be done overnight.
Yeah.
If you got a show, I'm like that's crazy to
Yeah.
think about,
You
you
can-
know?
You can get anything you want.
Yeah,
if you
correct.
Get,
Yeah, Justin Bieber has one of those too, I think.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And that's how the people have been able to go down there, generate revenue for themselves. Like like as Canadian citizens and Mexicans, we can move freely through the
Yeah.
states,
Yeah.
but there's elements
Temporarily,
of where,
and you can't make money in the States if you're not American citizen. So if we,
well, unless you have a work, work visa,
of course,
and then after the work visa allows you, because I went to school down there, I was on an I-20.
oh, so then you can make
visa.
money working
Yeah,
there.
I can work, but I
I
don't
didn't
work
know
on
that.
campus.
Oh, I see.
And I have a social security number.
Oh, I didn't know.
We're
Interesting.
getting-
I have one.
That's
right
what we're getting. Yeah, but I know I forgot you can do that as a student or
Yeah,
an
I have
athlete.
that. So I have a social security number. So on the card it says
Yeah, right. Yeah.
like for like student work, but
You
I have
can
a social
rent
security number.
places and cars, whatever you want, right?
Well, I mean, I was in the time at the time you could only get to be 25 to rent a vehicle.
Oh, yeah,
I couldn't
yeah,
do that because I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
25 yet. So
Sure.
like I couldn't do any of that stuff.
I
But
do remember
could work and so forth there because they had stingy laws about renting cars.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Right.
Even in Europe too. Remember that trying to
Yeah.
rent a car in Europe, you have to be 25 and over.
25, yeah.
I think 25.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I mean, now that you guys have that, so now are you guys going to get social security numbers, or you're setting up a corporation?
We already set up a corporation LLC.
Yeah, you LLC,
LLC.
American LLC
Yes.
Yes, up in
Um,
Wyoming.
in Wyoming.
Yeah,
Very
it's temporarily. Then we're gonna switch to Florida. Just
Okay.
do the taxes.
Tax
too.
service.
Yeah,
Okay,
taxes,
I know a
yeah.
lot of people do LLCs out of Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware too.
Before.
It's virtual over YouTube. You don't have to have
Yeah.
a brick and mortar place.
Yeah, brick and mortar place.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just need to have like a. So the LLC is going to be like a PO box.
Yeah, correct.
Essentially, yeah.
And then eventually, and then live in Arizona and stuff like that.
So-
Travel to the state. LA would be great.
Okay.
LA is too expensive.
So Arizona's like I think a
Borderline.
4 or 5 hour drive.
Yeah, correct.
Or
you know,
flights
you
an hour
can go
and a
from
half
you can go
too.
from LA to
Exactly. So for us,
Pretty
it's,
quick.
Yeah.
If you want to go for a swim, it takes 4 hours. So.
Yeah, it's a mirror. It's my new mirror.
Thank God. I get right through it. Hey, both of you.
Sorry, man. Both of you.
Right.
It's a mirror. For the full Magic Mirror video, check it out, link in bio. It's a must watch, 2 thumbs up.
Okay, so we were talking about things that you guys want to do in order to create other revenue streams. So we talked about now.
Yeah.
You have, because you guys have your audience,
Right.
Right. You have like how many people? Okay, subscribers from. So let's go through Instagram,
Okay.
YouTube, and then TikTok. How many people do you guys actually currently have access from an audience perspective? Do you think? We'll go one at a time.
Yeah, Instagram. We got 130,000.
Okay, 130,000 like
Which is a lot.
people. That's
Yeah.
that's a fair amount of people.
That's
And
engagement.
because Instagram is very personal. So like it's more of the people who really truly care about you. So
Yeah,
it is
personal.
less, but it's
That is correct.
Yeah.
Personal element.
It's
That's
And
correct.
before we get into the top of subscribers, each platform
Yeah.
has its own viewership. So like Facebook is more of the boomers too.
Yes, that's segmented. That's
Different
demographics.
Yeah, so like certain someone we're in a debate with our managers, like you
Yeah.
guys upload content on the same content on every platform, but you got to realize only certain people go on Facebook.
Yeah,
only
that's
people
correct.
go on Instagram.
That is correct.
So that way you got to have your platforms like the same content, but then you can niche down on Instagram
Yep.
doing specific videos. If they want to
That's
see those videos, come to Instagram.
Yep.
If you want to see certain videos on Facebook.
That's correct.
So back to that. So Instagram is 130K.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facebook is
610,000.
10,000.
Okay. Yeah. The only thing I go on Facebook is to say happy birthday to
Yeah.
people.
Honestly, I would be too.
And Messenger, that's it. That's the big. I need
That's
to,
the only thing
yeah.
I use it too for.
Okay,
Right? So,
that's so bad. I mean, I know, I'm part of that generation because I was going to school in America when Facebook was on its way up,
Yeah.
and they built their business
MySpace.
through educational institutes.
yeah.
That's how they did it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
So
remember
okay,
that.
all right. So we got Facebook 600,000. I
And-
didn't realize that. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go through YouTube, then we'll do TikTok.
Okay. YouTube has 1. We just got crossed 1.3 million.
1.3 million
Yeah.
Billion
people.
views on YouTube.
Yes, over a billion views, just about a billion. I'll say approaching a billion.
Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Congratulations, a billion. Imagine each billion had to pay $1. Like one person would be $1.
Even a 10
Just
cent,
$1.
even a cent,
Even a cent.
Yeah,
A
even a
cent. 10 cents.
Yeah, 10
That's
cents.
like a couple hundred K. We can't get.
Million, man. I mean, million.
That is wild. Okay, so then let's talk about the global phenomenon, which is TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many people right now currently?
2.2 million. And
2.2 million people
yes, and over a billion views in that.
watch you guys on a regular basis on TikTok.
So we reach around like 10 million views a day
Okay,
on all platforms, I would say.
Maybe more. Some days it's
10 million.
Yeah.
Okay. We talk about episodes for like if we look at the old construct of media and broadcasting and TV shows,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
what their viewership and ratings, what their viewership is.
Yeah.
We're crushing that, but
Yeah.
we don't get paid for that because think about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Paid $5 million for a 30-second ad.
100%.
So, and how many viewers are on Super Bowl? Let's just say hypothetically.
Oh,
50
there's a
million?
lot. It's globally,
Would you say
yeah.
50?
Probably potentially that.
But
It's
imagine if we
globally.
get like a billion views and
Yeah.
we don't get paid.
But you got to think about 50 million views, but then what's the cost for that to happen behind that?
Regardless, the people who are paying to be advertised is
Yeah.
different. So they're getting the proper payment. For YouTube, it's such a wild west still
Yeah.
that like it doesn't generate.
They-
People
because-
misconstrue
Because
that.
well, Google is actually turned 25 years this year.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, Google has. Yeah, 25 years. It's crazy,
That's
right?
That's actually crazy.
Concept of it, but it's
Yeah.
still kind of a wild
Still new.
west.
Yeah, still new.
But they're still filtering because they're so global,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like everyone, that is the default search engine that we've
Yep.
been using for
Well,
Keyword search engine.
search
Google
engine.
and YouTube. People don't understand. Google and YouTube. Most of YouTube is a search engine.
That's correct. It is. Yeah.
So if you
It's
look
always
up
been
something, it's a search engine, right?
TikTok
is
search
not.
engine for videos.
Yeah.
TikTok is not.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
correct. Okay.
Not yet, but I do think it's going to go inevitably into that kind of.
TikTok is.
Yeah, I think eventually it's
Okay.
going to grow into like you could have a search engine where you can go
Okay.
search specific videos.
So that's what people get confused. TikTok is such a more organic way of growing. You can grow in a month. You can become successful in a month.
Okay.
Because
YouTube is the hardest platform
the
for
algorithm
subscribers.
is very versatile for TikTok as opposed to YouTube.
Okay.
The-
Okay.
Maybe the shorts on YouTube is different,
Okay.
but the algorithm's so much like you can become a TikTok star literally overnight.
Yeah.
But not on
Correct.
YouTube. YouTube takes years and years. Like,
Yeah, years, but that's because YouTube is again the audience is building. So if you look at say in the golf space, you have like Rick Shields,
Yeah,
right, and how
yeah.
he went to the golf space
Yeah.
with him, right?
Yeah.
So,
And they're more like I'm not saying everyone, but most of the people on YouTube are more educated. I'm not more educated, just more.
Was a production behind it?
Yeah,
right?
there's more production. You know, when you go to
Yeah.
YouTube,
You got to know kind of what
yeah,
you're
the
doing.
quality is
Yeah,
high.
quality has to be
Correct.
at par. You know, content
Well,
has to be at par.
Them creating the YouTube Shorts is their way to like
Compete.
compete with
Of course.
TikTok,
and
right?
that,
the
and that
shorts
destroyed YouTube. I think shorts kind of destroyed YouTube.
is it right now.
Yeah, I do think so. So it's good for like when you say like
Because creators are blowing up so quickly for garbage content because of shorts,
Okay.
but when it doesn't translate to the long form content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you have content creators who have, let's say, like 6
Se-
million subs,
Okay.
and when you go to their original content,
Long
video,
form?
long form is garbage, but their short form is crazy. But they're getting that hype because they have 6 million subs. You're like, okay, something that doesn't really add up.
Yeah.
So
subs and subscribers.
Yeah. So like from the perspective, like marketing perspective, like if I'm a company and I see somebody with 6 million followers, and a guy who has 1 million followers, they're entitled to go to the 6 million, but then they're unaware that the 1 million subscribers has more loyal fans. The engagement's higher.
That's
the
correct.
The CPM, cost per mile,
Yeah.
is a lot better. So you'd get more out of them, even though they have more subscribers, because the comments are higher, the likes are higher.
Okay.
So they don't know that as much. I feel like they're learning, but.
Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. That's madness. So when you guys eventually relocate down to America, what do you think that hopefully you'll be able to now capitalize on? Look, we have. If I look at your guys' subscription rate here, and you said 5 million was for. So that's like, well, say 5 million people. What it is, 200 million here is 3. So we're looking at, that's even just 3. That's nearly close to like 3.3. And if you come up here, that's nearly like 4.
Yeah, 4.
And so you're probably now have an audience, potential audience that you're interacting with or seeing your content well over 4 million.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, but still a lot of work. The one thing we want to capitalize, I think, one is going to be collaboration.
Correct. Yeah.
Because all the YouTube creators are living.
Okay. And the thing is, and this is what's happening within. And I kind of thought about this. The collaboration has always been happening in the golf sphere as and old media.
Standing me out lemons, eh?
Simple as that.
And she's like, I gave him the lemon. I'm like, yeah, you did. Gave me a lemon. All right.
Give her a case of the BDE.
Here we go.
Oh, she's flying.
Okay, how far is that going though?
Probably not far off.
Okay, it's into the wind.
Yeah, 5's nothing for me. That was like,
all
that's
right.
all I had
I'm
as
still
a
gonna
5.
go. It's into the wind though.
Yeah.
So I was hitting these on the range. I was trying to figure this out to see if it was actually gonna fly the way it's supposed to fly. But
Part of judging, right?
yeah, because everything looks so calm, but you can look at the flag.
Yeah,
and
it's
see
moving.
that It's moving.
They don't even take that in consideration.
So
Get,
kind of cut against it, but
get.
oh,
How the fuck that turn?
yeah, I needed to further outside that way and come down, but it's not exact science when you're trying to flight balls.
This thing. Anyway,
Is it working out?
it's working. Who knows? But keep talking. Yeah. But okay, so that's
we
where.
started golfing, and eventually through our passion of golf, we started having the same similarities.
Yeah,
and
correct.
humor, and they're like, why not just do some videos together?
Put a camera on it.
All
And that's, again.
And then we ended up getting better at golf because
Yeah.
we wanted to talk
Yeah,
more.
well, I mean,
And then you talk more, you golf more.
well, you guys work for CNAF, right? So
Yeah.
you guys got a chance to golf a lot.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got
Right.
free golf there.
Free golf. So when
don't
you can-
tell him that. But
Yeah, well, yeah, when you can golf a lot, like I have a couple friends, like
Yeah.
Jeff and a couple people I know that are now CNAF ambassadors because they've got into this space understanding CNAF is they've thought forward and hiring people to let them, play golf and giving them golf rounds and shoot content in their courses
I didn't know that.
because that's what creates an opportunity for
I didn't
people
know
to
that.
see their courses.
So let's do that next time. We should reach out to them and get free rounds.
CNAF, and that's what.
Yeah.
But that's forward thinking.
Yeah.
It is.
You own properties. I know, like they're long-term. Those are long-term play properties, but right now they're using them for golf.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah,
smart
you're
thing
right.
to do,
You're right. Yeah, temporarily. Yeah, right now it's.
Yeah.
So
But
it's,
even if you guys have that opportunity in Scottsdale, right?
Yeah, that's what
to
we're
be
really
able
hoping
to.
because how you said that, like when we were up in Scottsdale last year,
We were snapping forward.
Snappy Gilmore.
Yep, Snappy Gilmore.
So
yeah,
we
I saw that.
contacted him, and we like, okay, let's meet at this golf course in Scottsdale. I'm like, okay, let's go do it. So we showed up earlier, and Snappy showed up appropriately late, but
appropriately late.
yeah, whatever. Anyways, we're just like goofing around in the bathroom, and the manager comes up. He's like, "Who are you guys with? Why do you guys have cameras with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're just EvenOut." He looks at us, and he's like,
shit.
"Oh shit, are you guys here with Snappy?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, all right, guys, 3 rounds. Let's get this going. Yeah,
Get this going. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like 360 from
Yeah,
like,
correct.
why are you guys having cameras in your hands,
Correct.
goofing around, from that to like 3 rounds. I'm like, okay, this is how it should be, you know?
Yeah, correct.
Because now I want
100%.
people to come to this golf course because
Correct.
he was cool with us.
Correct. Yeah.
He fucked with us. He gave us 3 rounds.
That's Scottsdale, man. And cheaper golf too.
Yeah, that
Yes,
too.
it is. Especially if you play during the
off season,
the shoulder season, they call it.
So
Yeah.
is that what they call it?
Shoulder
Is that
season.
winter season?
That's summer.
Summer.
Yeah.
The sun's too
Yeah,
hot.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
too hot.
Yeah,
Too
yeah. It's
ridiculously
like the
hot.
opposite
It's
here
the
kind of
opposite
thing,
here.
yeah.
So golf starts going up because they have overseeds coming up right now. Because when I was down in Arizona would have been 4 years ago. As of right now, actually, that's when they were starting doing overseas. So they start doing overseeding courses, get them ready for winterizing them.
Right.
From like
On
end of
season.
September into October.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they overseed, and that's where it gets a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, that's.
But it starts getting more expensive for
During the winter
time
yeah.
because all the
Snowbirds,
snowbirds
right?
coming in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point too,
We're the
actually.
snowbirds.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when do you guys think you want to be down in America?
Middle of November.
Hopefully mid-November to the end of November, and then like 6-month contract. I think we're gonna rent a house up there, just 6 months temporarily. See where the business takes us.
Okay, great.
I don't want to be grounded for a year or two.
Yeah.
And then if we go to Japan or Europe,
I like that. 6 months in order
just
to
to
sit
put
there
our
and say,
feet
okay,
in,
so
and
you
then,
have, so you guys are getting there prime time. You're going to be in November,
Yeah.
December, January, February, March. Okay, cool.
pretty much a good summer, winter
All right.
here.
Because your guys' brand is definitely in the pranks so forth. It's really function around the ecosystem now needs to have access to universities, versus schools, right? So
Which
that's
is a safe space. too,
safe
right?
space, right? And also too, and I thought about this earlier about how students are, especially the next generation, are more receptive
Yes.
Very much
to those
Yes.
things,
And they
right? Because
understand
they're
Yes.
in that
They
space of the receptibility.
they're aware of
they're aware.
social media.
Consumers,
Consumer, right?
yeah, and creators, and in the States, like you get a lot, like especially in ASU, like when you do a video on someone, they don't get offended.
Yeah,
They're like,
correct.
I want to be on camera.
Yeah,
After,
correct.
Like, that's
Exactly.
cool.
So it's part of the
Here in
generation.
Canada, it's been more like, don't fucking put me on camera,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna try and sue you. Number one, you can't. Number two,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, but our laws don't work the same way.
Yeah.
When you come into Canada, and it's just like it's kind of still the same.
Yeah, it's
thing, right?
like
it's
here,
just different. Yeah.
And like in Canada, and like I don't know all of Canada, but I know for the most part Ontario.
Yeah.
It's a 2-state consent.
Yeah.
It's just like in Arizona.
Yeah.
And Florida, I think, but in California, it's 1-state consent. So I remember
Okay.
we did a prank in one of the universities there, and we uploaded a video. And one of the guys who just happened to walk in a frame complained that we're making money off his. Can you believe
His
it?
likeness.
His likeness. I'm
Like I
like,
walked by.
he's like, I want thousands of dollars. Yes.
Really?
And I'm like, okay. I just went on YouTube, just deleted that scene
Okay.
off YouTube, and like, strike it right off. I'm
Okay.
like, screw it,
Okay. All right. So, all right. Now I was gonna ask you guys on this course. I'm like, I want to hear it first. Okay. All right. What is your favorite practical joke that you guys have pulled off?
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
On our channel?
Just in general. Just in
think-
general. 'Cause
yeah.
we talked earlier.
I think a tattoo prank.
Yeah, that was the fun.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Tattoos.
That was funny. I had to comment on both the golfing page and my own. That was funny.
Thank you for
We
that.
have five
That-
tattoos, five tattoos for 5 different pranks. So
Yeah.
my body's covered in tattoos for video.
Yeah.
It's real.
I gotta go call my mom. I'll be right
Yeah,
back. My
yeah,
mom's
just-
like, on the fly. I just gotta call her back. And
Yeah, and then you'll be the first one to hear it. Actually, we haven't told this. Next idea we'll be doing the tattoo removal prank. We're gonna get my tattoo removed, and then his
We have the
reappears.
same tattoos. So we're going to-
that. Okay. All right.
It's putting a
All right,
body.
so
through
let me
pain.
go back. Okay. How long did that take to put together? Like, how long was that? The whole tattoo prank thing.
Like,
So,
how long it
like,
takes
okay,
to-
so because you guys
Just set
go
it
up,
up.
you walked up. One person starts
Yeah.
getting the tattoo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure this is going. This is gold. Make sure it's clean. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
One person got the tattoo. Then you're like, I got a phone call. I just
Yeah.
need to run out real quick.
Yeah.
And then you slide
Come
in.
back.
And then after the person was just like,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
before.
Be right back. I forgot my wallet in the car.
Yeah, for sure.
Switch to that. Good to go.
Hey, I didn't get a tattoo, so I didn't get a tattoo or anything like that.
I just did. It's on your arm.
This is just a band-aid. One of our band-aids. Yeah, no, I asked
Just
for
take
it.
it off.
I'm not paying for something. What the f*** man?
Just take it off.
See?
Did you just see me tattoo him?
Well, I'm out, man.
I just tattooed him. Unless I'm schizophrenic or something.
Take a picture?
No, but like, what happened? Did he like? Unless this is like some Houdini shit, I'm not schizophrenic. What's happening? I'm not crazy, Shane. Like, I just tattooed him. I feel like I'm fucking crazy. That just happened.
You get a tattoo?
Oh my god.
Surprise!
We're twins. We're just joking with you.
I was like, I know I'm not schizophrenic. I know I'm not in the head. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like.
All right, dynamic duos. Okay, more on this. I hope I didn't get most of that. Okay, Jordan and Pippen.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 10. Okay, I said Batman and Robin.
Yes.
Harley Quinn and the Joker. I said Peanut Butter and Jelly, which is perfect. The Sedin twins. Anyone who was between them ended up doing like having a career year. We had Beavis and Butthead.
Yep, our favorite.
So we did that. Jordan Pippen again. Penn and Teller. You know those guys?
No.
Oh, because of another generation. They're a dynamic duo of like musicians. So like, yeah, they're not musicians. So they're magicians.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they do all these certain
really?
things. Yeah.
Did you know Chris Angel's a twin?
I did not know Chris Angel was
you
a
should
twin.
say that's. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
We found out. You know, we found out.
Really?
One of the not employees that said one of our fans inboxed us saying we should do more magic pranks because Chris Angel's a twin and he overheard it at a bar. He was bartending.
Yeah.
He overheard
The management talking about Chris Angel and his twin brother, and then like they kind of stopped. Like you can't talk about that. You know.
Yeah, so all those tricks are.
As far as we know, I'm not 100% certain, but yeah.
That's because the element of the movie The Prestige.
Yeah, that's
where
we got
it's from.
Yeah, dude, that's where we got,
Prestige.
Prestige is a
Because
great
again,
movie.
the finger cut. That's one of my.
Are you watching carefully?
Awesome, yeah. You know, like Christopher Nolan, my favorite director. Yeah, favorite. Okay, Siegfried and Freud.
Why do I not know that? Right?
You know, okay. What else? We got Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Okay, nice.
Those are the things. Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Okay, the Olsen twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta send you on your way.
All right.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Olsen twins. Okay. The Property Brothers.
Yes. Miniature Property Brothers right here.
The Property Brothers. Yeah. Gonna get Tiki Barber and Rondé Barber. You know, those are the football players. So Rondé actually played for the Tampa Bay Bucks, and then also Tiki played for the New York Giants, right? So they're running back and DB, right? And then after looking at now, like the Chase and Sidney Brown from London, Ontario. Again, another running back, and there you go. Those two.
They're our boys. They hit us up.
Do they really?
Yeah, we hit them up and they replied.
Yeah. Those are the dynamic duo.
For real, I think that's honestly out of the whole thing, I like that the most.
It's crazy.
Sports and twins and baby.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, thanks for joining me. Marko and Niko. Sorry.
Nino. My parents call me Nino.
Well, Niko. Yeah, Niko. This is awesome. Like we kind of randomly put this together, played some golf.
Yeah,
but
it's a lovely day.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we'll do this again. Who knows? Whatever it is. But again, you guys check these guys out. Good golfers, good dudes. They have a great story. You'll probably see more of them.
Yep.
Well, get their gear. Stand up.
Yeah.
Wake up
stuff. You know. So, do you guys have a website? What's the deal?
Yeah, it's links in our
EvenOut Twins.
Okay, yeah. So they can buy. People can buy the merch online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to our account, EvenOut Twins, and check us out. It'll be.
And stay tuned for their move down to America. The Sunnyside stuff is going to happen, right? So more golf. Yeah, I'll definitely come down.
We'll do the next podcast there.
Yes, we will.
Done.
On a couch, maybe sipping on something.
Some vino.
And we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Later.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome.
That's great.
It worked. It worked. Put it all together.